get these ideas. Okay, hey guys, welcome to February's team training. This one is going to be short and sweet because we got about 20 minutes left. We've been chatting about parties. That was one of the things that was voted the most on more information for this month's training. So we just kind of been tossing some ideas around about some different topics that were brought up, where how to get bookings, how to get people to book parties. Then once you get a party booked, we're talking mainly Facebook parties right now, like how do you get interaction from the host and the party goers? And like what do you do when it's a flop? So does anyone, Michelle, you want to go with what you were saying, kind of what you were just talking about?
For the texting parties?
Yeah, you were talking about texting party, and I've never done a text party.
So for the texting parties, I told them, hey, would you like to host a texting party? You don't really have to, it's not like a normal Facebook party. I will create a link and a post and you send it to your friends and family or coworkers. You can send it through text, post it on your social media pages. And it basically takes out that having to sit, for a week and participate in these groups on Facebook. And two of them were successful. Their host was posting, constantly or texting people. So that really helped their parties. Because I think a lot of times people, they don't want to join the new event on Facebook or participate in something that is that long. Like
yeah,
you can leave the link
kind of overwhelmed
open.
with so many groups and stuff. Yeah.
Right. So you can leave that link open. And I think it doesn't seem as daunting, just doing a texting party. So
kind of
those
quick.
are a good idea.
I feel like that's quick.
Yeah.
So I just kind of jotted down some idea, like the basis of home parties. So like if you're new and you've never done any parties or anything, so like we have home parties, which I'd love to do a home party. It's really hard to get people to commit to a home party.
Yes.
I think people are just over having to clean and having people, and I get it. Like anytime somebody comes over, like, oh, I got to sweep the floor or whatever. So coming in, I love to do them, but it's hard to get those booked. Then we have bag and basket parties. I have clear bags. I have them in my other office that I just throw a bunch of products in, catalogs, shopping link, and hand that to the host for them to carry with them to work, to ball games, whatever they have going on that week, and they collect orders. Now that I also do always create a card with the QR code straight to their party. That way, if someone wants just to scan it and order online, they still get credit for that. But anything I put in the bag or the basket is free to use. Like I'll put a counter clean, not a brand new one, but like one that I've got in my kitchen right now that's got about that much in there. Put it in there, right on there with those Sharpie. Use me, wax bars. Let them use whatever you give them. That way they can experience it. And then if I have a host who I know that loves pod products, I'll throw a tabletop diffuser. I know that's not the name of it. That is not I need to learn the new names. Or a wall fan, and so they can experience those products as well.
So is it partial wax or is it like a full wax that you're putting in there?
I usually throw in one of the scent of the months and a full brand new wax bar. I have thrown partial pieces, especially or partial bars.
I'm gonna go see if I can find my bag real quick.
Okay. Either way, I let the hostess keep that. Even whenever she turns the bag back in, I'll let her keep that. So it used or not. While she's doing that, the other, I guess, party, and I guess probably is where we're going to focus most of our little bit of time left is Facebook parties, because that's where a lot of things are taking place. And then just regular shopping links, which we don't call those parties. But a shopping link is, where you create a link for somebody and they share it out to their friends or just order on it. I have a customer who about every 3 months, she'll say, go ahead and create my link. And every order she places, she'll order using her link and then cash in her rewards after that. So that technically is not a party, but in our workstation, it is. Yeah. There you go. That's what a bag party looks like.
And we got these holographic ones because it's like catchy. Like, what do you have in there? What is that? Like, for
Yeah.
somebody. Because right now, just me turning it, you can see that it's
Yeah. Because I'm sitting here like, what's in there?
right, right.
Now, one of the things that Paige mentioned was how do we get people to book parties? And in any training that you watch, in anything that you look up on YouTube or whatever, they're going to tell you just ask everybody. And guess what? That works. I don't know, 20% of the time. I don't know the percentage there.
I think it's the word party or the word host. It completely
Yeah.
throws them off. They're like, no, I don't want to do any. I don't want to work. I don't
Yes.
I'll help you, but I don't want to party.
Right.
And that's what you
Yes.
have to do.
I've changed all of mine, like my titles, I've changed them to scent events. So like right now I've got Missy's Scentsy sale event or something like that because it's, sale month, but I changed from party to event. And one thing that I noticed because in January, I was working toward the incentive and I was like, I've got to get parties or I'm not going to make it. And I
Yeah.
had 6 parties booked that month, but I created an urgency. Like you have to let your customers know that like this is something you need. Like, I need, and even if you don't need a certain amount of PRV, just create that urgency because I find that they want to help you out, whenever it comes down to it. Now, out of those 6 parties, 2 of them only had 2 orders, so they never even came to a full party. And let me just tell you what to do with those in case you ever have that type of situation where, like Tammy's party, for instance, had 1 order and it was like $65. So it never qualified for, host rewards. I'm sending her a little scent circle in the mail. Thank you for hosting. Enjoy the scent circle. No big deal. But that party, I'm changing the hostess to the girl who I have going right now. So she started the party off with $65 order already, and then she's just going to build from that. So you can always change the party name. You can change the hostess. 10 minutes. Don't let me forget. That just came up. 10 minutes. You can always change the hostess. And change the party name. You just have to go in to edit that. So
I learned.
Don't think that just because it didn't make, you got to lose that PRV or whatever. You still get the PRV, but lose that order for a party.
I learned with my last one that because I thought if you didn't, finish out that party before your date, that you lost that party, and it was my own party, and but I learned that it's still there, so that's pretty neat because I do have one party on my page or workstation that is the one that didn't qualify, so maybe I can get someone to
find a host, and then that could even be an incentive. Be like, hey, I've got a party that already has an order placed. Who wants to take this and finish it? You can kind of use that to grab a hostess maybe to pick it up.
Okay.
But that is, and parties, like the end date that you set, you can always push it out. I think I had one open for like 6 months, but as long as the link is getting action, from what I can tell, since he'll keep it open.
Yeah, and then it can't just stay there dead.
Yeah. As long as you'll, get action and even like you could go in and add something to a cart and it resets that countdown. I don't know if you noticed the little countdown to when it closes, it'll reset that. Yeah.
Okay.
So, all right. So booking, create urgency, ask everybody. I mean, anytime somebody will text me just randomly, hey, are you placing an order soon? Can I get some counter clean? Offer up the idea of either a shopping link or doing a scent event, and I know it can get uncomfortable with, just kind of puts us out of our comfort zone with asking all the time, but we're definitely not going to get any yeses if we don't ask. So anytime they text me or ask me about that, I'll offer up the link idea or hosting a scent event. And one of the things, and I'm going to tell you right now, I am trying my best to get better at this, but as far as interaction among your page and your host, the host coaching is so important. Letting them know, hey, this is your party or this is your event. I'm running it. Your hostess has got to interact and comment and share her own stuff. or it's going to stay flat. And that's usually when a party goes bust. That's why, because you have a host that doesn't, just either doesn't know what to do, or just disconnected. So you really have to really have to coach them on, okay, I need you to do this. One really cool thing I did with this party, I had her send me a wish list of things that she wanted, and I posted that. And like we're just kind of going back to that list again. And I'm like, okay, Missy is this close to getting, this first thing on her wish list. So just kind of creating that excitement within, and show your face. Like, show your face. I know that like pre-posting and getting all that stuff posted ahead of time so you don't have to worry about it is such a huge help. But they really, really need to see your face, hear your voice. So I try to go live a couple of times in a Facebook party, just so they know it's not just automated posts coming, every 30 minutes or something. So
I will say, even though you may not get any comments, they still watch, because
Yes.
I had 2 in January, and that, like, me and the host was the only 2 commenting, and both of them got orders, or some would message me, like they didn't want to comment on the post, but they would message me. So they're watching.
And of course, like playing games, and games drag in the interaction. Like
People
always,
love free.
they always want something free, but like
That's the only thing they would comment on.
they but like don't.
True.
And then I've learned this from different trainings. Like it doesn't have. You can give them a sample. Give them a sample pack. A little pack with the little samples that we make. It doesn't have to be a free anything huge. I mean, it's free. They don't know what you're going to give away. It could be something from 4 or 5 years ago that you just is laying around. So
Yeah,
like, just don't make it big. Make it simple and easy on you. I don't know. I mean, I have good ones and I have bad ones. Probably more really. It's like really here or really high, and most of them are kind of here to the low range. And if my goal is with the new pricing limits is for a party to get to 400. That way, the host is getting a pretty good amount of stuff. Of course, anything more than that is a blessing, but it just comes down to asking, and then getting the sense that's the thing about bag parties. At least if you send a bag party or a basket party out, they're getting the scents under their noses. We need to take a picture because I'm probably about to be out of time.
but I did notice, like, it was in November whenever I offered those tote bags. A lot of people, I know 15 tote bags at that time in that one bulk order. And I was just like, but a lot of people were wanting them as Christmas gifts.
Yeah.
Like, that was like, I think that was my biggest month. But
And that's like that. There are other things, and I know I'm going to run out of time. You got a picture?
Okay, hurry. 1, 2, 3. Got it.
Okay, so like in April, I'm probably going to be getting down to the wire for annual sales. So like I'm already thinking about April. Okay, so what can I do? Like mystery parties, mystery hostess parties. Those are a thing, like that's something that really draws people in, and creates that little bit of excitement. So those are like, I don't know. I mean, anything can be a party. It doesn't have to be a, get on Facebook, post for 7 days. That's another thing. Don't let your parties draw out for so long. When I first started, like I would do parties for 2 weeks or a month. And it's like, by the time it ended, everybody forgotten what we were even doing. And, so I think the idea, and that's kind of everybody now, like instant gratification. Show me what you got. Let me order it and be done. So like I would say no more than about a week, probably, unless the host requests. Some people will want to have it for 2 weeks so they can reach a payday. So that's where communication with your hostess is so important on how he or she wants to do it, and how they what their customer bases are like, because the ultimate goal for us is of course, PRV and
Mhm.
new customers, because that's what, that the more we party, the more faces we're reaching, and the more potential.
That's what I need. I need new customers some way, somehow. I need new people. New people.
Yes.
Yeah. Which I'm very thankful. I had 3 new, like over the past week. I had 3 new.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even reaching out. They actually just reached out to me. And so I'm happy with, like, for my 3.
Yeah. And
But
I posted the Easter stuff and the sale, and I mean, I had a lady who randomly wants the mallard duck. Like, I mean, she's never
Yeah.
ordered from me before, and she may not ever order again, but you got to have wax for that duck. I mean, unless it's going to sit on the shelf, So when I deliver her duck, I'll make sure and put some samples in there so she'll know, okay, I need to get some wax for this.
Yeah.
I have so many that say, "Oh, I just get it at Walmart." I'm like,
No.
actually, it's on our website cheaper than what you get it at Walmart for, but okay,
Yeah.
and it doesn't last at Walmart.
But the
No, it
crazy
smells
thing
like
is,
wax. It literally smells like wax.
literally, we went to Walmart yesterday to go grocery shopping, and I just grabbed one just to smell it, and I was like, gross. Like, the comparison is nowhere near our products. Seriously.
So quick question. So I was looking at the different warmers, like Walmart has, because a lot of people will say, well, it's so expensive. But, if you go to
They don't
Walmart
have
and
lifetime warranty.
exactly. And I actually went on the Walmart website and I was looking at the different brands of warmers and none of them offer a warranty on them.
No,
So
they don't.
how can you post that? Like to create a post that compares them? I mean, can we say like the brand of the other ones or
No, just say the other brand, but you can't
Yes.
say Better Homes and Gardens or Walmart. You just have to say Cincy versus the other brand or those
Okay.
other stores or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
And
big stores or